Greetings humans, Spinning Mantis here with the next episode of our The Long Dark gameplay walkthrough. Thanks so much for joining me. In the last episode we escaped our sticky situation where we thought we were trapped in the back of the tail section of the plane and we weren't going to be able to get down, but we escaped, further explored the summit, and started heading down the mountain. I lost the light and it was getting dark pretty quick. So I had to go and just find a place that was sheltered from the wind, camp out overnight. I think we might be in the deer clearing. I think I remember seeing that before we went to sleep. But in general, I'm just like wanting to head south. Wanting to head south to get back to the old lake and mountaineer's cabin. How we doing this morning? Use a little food and water. Let's go use up the heavies first. Okay, so I think we do want to jump down here, or climb down here, not jump down here. So yeah, we're heading back to the lake in the mountaineer's cabin. We're going to see how much we can take and then head back down to Pleasant Valley and see if we can make it back to Pleasant Valley today. That's really all we're doing. We have seen everything there is to be seen as far as I know in this zone. We got both Echo Peaks, the Echo Ravine, Andre's Peak, the tail section, and all of the summit. The wing, both engines, tons of cargo containers, the lake, the mountaineer's hut, several, two of the main caves that go from one part of the map to the other part of the map. What else is there on this map? Basically, we saw everything that there was. We may have missed one or two caves, but that's not a huge deal. Huh. I'll take the broken arrow. No need for extra deer skins right now. Or meat. I think I'm heading in the right direction. Hope I am. We will soon see. Because we were way up there in the mountains. We found the overlook. Pretty much everything. The deer clearing. Pretty confident that we hit all of the major spots on this map. So the plan now will be to hit the cabin, be efficient, take what's most valuable back to Pleasant Valley. We'll head down to Pleasant Valley, gather our stuff there, and bring as much as we can back to Coastal Highway, which we have always called our sort of main base. We'll go there, we will drop off all the food and extra equipment that we have down in the old Coastal Highway, and then rather than go for deep game hunting and stuff, we never really checked for the prepper caches at Mystery Lake. So once we have all our stuff dropped off in Coastal Highway, we will equip ourselves for a expedition and go back to Mystery Lake for the first time in a very, very, very long time. And then search for all of the prepper caches that have a chance of spawning there. Should be fun. Found one in Pleasant Valley. I think we looked at all the spots in Pleasant Valley and just found one. Didn't really look Yeah, we didn't really look in Mystery Lake. We weren't really getting into that type of game way back at the beginning. Just looking for things we knew were there, not things that might be there. Could use a view to see where I am. It's rich in resources. We have gotten a lot of saplings. So when the time is right, we're going to be able to do a great little focus on hunting, because we're going to be able to have, like, I don't know, 40 plus arrows, and then I think we've got 40 plus bullets now, because there was a rifle and bullets on the 37 bullets I think we got, and a rifle we got out of the Plains Tail section on the summit, which was the place of all loot. Makes me wonder if, when I restart the game and do another playthrough on a harder level, if it might be fun to start the game in Timberwolf Mountain and be able to exploit all that loot on the summit. Because in this game, this playthrough, we came here to Timberwolf Mountain last. It wasn't even released when we started playing this playthrough. But we went to Timberwolf Mountain last, so we already had the best everything. We already had plenty of food and clothes, and we were set already. But just imagine being able to use all that good stuff early in the game. No, I have a feeling that this is not going to be the most hospitable zone early in the game, especially on harder levels. I don't know if the wildlife is worse here, but I think, as the name of the place implies, there might be a lot of wolves on the harder difficulties, and the further you go up the mountain, the colder it gets. So if you do not have good clothes, you haven't had time to build all the crafted clothes, it might be really tough to survive up here on Timberwolf Mountain just due to the colder temps. Pretty sure I got all these. Empty, empty. Yeah, I wonder if it's going to reach the point again where the crow feathers are the limiting factor in another playthrough. I had enough saplings for arrows. I had enough arrowheads. Just did not have enough feathers. So definitely getting heavily laden here. I don't generally know where I'm going. I think I'm heading south. I'm not completely sure. But the plan will be to go to this high ground and have a peek. Should be able to see down pretty far and see where the lake is. There are 11 more hours of daylight, which is very nice. Seems to me like we might be able to make it all the way back to Pleasant Valley and the farmhouse. So yeah, this episode's mostly about traveling. Just want to get to the top of this hill so I can see where I'm at. Where am I at? Wish I could sprint. So yeah, we left quite a bunch of stuff on the plane. We might have left some food, like I think we left Pinnacle Peaches and some pork and beans maybe, some sodas. But any of the other foods, we took all those. We left a fair amount of spare equipment, like hatchets and knives and lanterns. A ton of lanterns on there. So that's a little cache of equipment. Quite a bunch of clothes, like 5 premium coats, I think. And such. So there we be. We've made it back to this little lake. So yeah, this wouldn't be a terrible starting zone if you just stick around this area for a while and establish yourself. You can keep yourself alive with the fishing and the cattails. Then maybe you can even build a bow and get lucky, get some deer. Kind of establish yourself that way before heading up the mountain. So just get yourself some good clothes. Do all that first and then head up the mountain to the summit. And then get the bonanza. The loop bonanza. So once we pop into this hut up here, we're going to have to make a decision on what we're going to take with us and what we're going to leave behind. Because we're at how many pounds right now? 113. We really don't want to go above 115. But since this is way up here, we do want to take as much as we can out. So I got all kinds of things drying here. Nice. 92%. 92%. How these guys doing? 93%. Okay. Let's do a little inventory management. Well, I gotta say, holy crap. Holy crap. There's no way I could take all this stuff back. Guess I could just leave the other things on the ground. Is there anything here I want to ditch? That. Sure, no, we want to get all the food out of here, because this is all about food. We can skip the dog food, though. Not interested in the dog foods. I might just leave all these pinnacle peaches and stuff. Some over 120 pounds. This is the crawl. So what else can we ditch? We don't really need 2 antiseptics. I'm not carrying any extra clothes. It's all fine and good. Yeah, I guess we can drop one of the lanterns off. Guess it doesn't fit. So we don't need the branches. Do we need any of this stuff? I mean, I'd say all the lantern fuel would be helpful. Wow. It's a lot of ammo. It's a lot of ammo. Okay. Can we push over the other lantern? I think we already got it over there. So, got that. I'll probably get rid of some other sticks too. Foods. Yeah, I suppose I do want to take all these. Supporting means isn't the worst, but it's sure not the best. What else are we gonna dump off in here? See, I was thinking I don't need all this mess. Deer hide. Let's take a look at any of our stuff needs repairs. 93. That's 93. Cured gut. Huh. See, I'm almost 130 pounds. It's only 93% cured. So we got a bunch of wood here. These suckers are almost cured. Green brush saplings. You know what, we can just... Don't know. What can we ditch? No. guess we could just drop the jerry can. We don't need all this extra stuff. Let's just taking it because still need to get down though. Still carrying way too much stuff. What's the solution? Is there something we want to ditch? Yeah, so it's pretty heavy. Oh, we're getting a little closer to being able to be mobile. Are we? I suppose I also only need enough water for the trip. So let's try that. Water something I can always make more of fairly easily. $121. Let's see if I can quote unquote glitch it. Don't think we can over 120 pounds. I think we are stuck with this worst speed everything. So I need to shed a few more pounds. What else are we gonna not bother taking? Oh yeah, I thought about laying out the sticks. Let's do that. So we're at 118. What's it? 120.32. I could use some food. Maybe I can eat enough. Okay, we are under 120. Just hoping it wasn't 115. We have to get under to move at a reasonable speed. Anywho, let's just see what happens. There we go. So we know that that's the threshold, and that's good. So yeah, we left a decent amount of stuff behind in that hut. It's all good. Come back to get it if we want later. Just gonna keep on trucking. So we're trying to go back and find the way we got into this zone. The cliff with the mountaineering rope on it that leads to Pleasant Valley. I don't know how that happens, but sprain risks do happen. But now we are slowed down again. Come on now. Let's get a move on here. You know, we're need to get over some uneven terrain. Glitches. Glitchy. Well, I apologize that we're moving at a crawl now. Hey, rabbit. I guess we could shoot a bear if we see a bear. You know, it's probably not smart. Probably not smart. Wonder if you could shoot at a bear, run into that mountaineer's hut, and then shoot it through the little window. It'd be awesome if the bear actually just tears the door off the hut and goes to town on you. Oh, come on. How many hours of daylight? 8. Come on. Don't fail me now. I don't feel like moving like a slug anymore. I am literally moving like a slug. It's a big sky. Big sky. So I wonder, will this fix me? Because I know before we did get my movement speed fixed up, but it does not seem to be working until then. Alright, let's not screw that up again. Let's just keep going. Don't bump into anything, don't get snagged on anything. Don't eat, don't drink. here a wolf. As fast as she goes. Taking the leisurely walk. So yeah, it's like one of the first things you see when you get in this zone to indicate that there's something cool going on. See some landing gear. Should be about 7 hours of daylight left when we reach the cliff. Should be plenty of time to get back to the farmstead. Moving along at a very steady pace. Certainly not fast, but not exactly slow either. Please tell me I didn't like dead end myself in the falls or something. 'Cause I really want to get down the mountain. I really do. Okay, now I remember where we are. This is this little mini transition area at the top of the hill, and right up ahead is the mountaineering rope that heads down to Pleasant Valley. So even though I'm not feeling so good IRL right now, I'm gonna say we're gonna push ahead, get down that mountain, get back to Pleasant Valley, and then call it an episode. It's really much longer trek out of the zone than I thought. There's 6 hours of daylight left. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Now I'm slow again. Well, I was gonna be slow again once we hit the rope, but there's no reason that we shouldn't have screwed it up right before we get to the rope. It's annoying. Yeah. Well, anyway, we would have had to load there, so not a big deal actually. Not a big deal. Just gonna have to find some uneven terrain to hit now. Not great weather. Not great weather. Not great weather. Come on, buddy. Help me to walk. Help me to walk a little bit faster, eh? It's like this object doesn't exist. Look. Right through it. It's a false object. Now we're going to get our speed reset once again once we go down the mountaineering rope. But, que sera, sera. And hopefully we make it home before dark. I'll be just a little over 5 hours. These distances are a lot further apart than I was remembering them. That really took quite a while to trek out of that zone. So since we're here at the rope and our speed's going to get reset again in a minute, we're going to open up the inventory, have a little snack. Let's get in a position first. Just another little ledge we can stop on if you run out of energy. Ta-da! So this is where the fallout shelter is, right up here. Hello there, Mr. Hatch. How are you doing today? Just camp there for tonight. 6 hours of daylight. Nope. We're gonna make the most of it. I'm not gonna wimp out. Got my run speed reset again though. My walk speed, not run speed really. So we wanna find the river. So that's like the northwest part of the map. I'm gonna be heading south. Just keep on keeping on, I guess. Get there eventually. Just enjoy the ambiance. Alright, so that's gonna lead, I think, kind of back into the town, which we can also go that way. Just playing out kind of straight across the map, going down the gut. Should be the direct route. But the road what's up there? So as I play this, I'm just thinking about story mode, just coming out this year. Hoping it's gonna be real good. Apparently, survival mode. This was just like a a tech beta alpha. This was not going to be in the final game, pure survival mode, but because it's been pretty popular, you will be able to play the story in story mode, and you will also be able to play pure survival if that's what you want. But yeah, I'm really hoping, fingers crossed, that story mode's good. It's not easy to write and act and complete a real nice polished narrative. It's not easy. You could have good writing, a good story, but you didn't hire good actors, Give you cheese balls. You could have good actors. The writing could just be really drab and unoriginal. It's a tough thing to do to pull off a good narrative game. I think that's why, but people do get a lot of credit when they do pull it off. Walking Dead has certainly been recognized for its fine writing and acting and art directing, everything. And then more recently, Life is Strange has really, really kicked things up a notch. That was well received. Like some little ravine I'm in. Just want to get home. Just want to get home. This looks like the river, though. Looks like the river to me. Sure. I'm gonna get all turned around. Should be seeing at least the farm. I really am just kind of lost here. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm heading the right direction, but I think I'm heading in the right direction. Yeah, it's another road. So we did see that one bridge. Yeah. Do we have another bridge up here? So I don't know if we're actually heading south now, or if we're heading east. And if we're heading east along the top of the map, or south down the map. Having some pains. Apologize. Got some pains. Got pains, I got fevers. Not doing too good today. Not doing too good today. Now, this is kind of weird. I mean, I guess all the roads are covered. Like, I think I should have seen some sort of landmark by now. Not just more of this endless abyss of nature. So show me where we are. It would be great to have a map in this game. It's not, you know, like out of bounds to think that in this world someone would be able to create rudimentary maps, find paper and pencil, paper and pen. It doesn't seem outrageous to think that we would be able to make some sort of crew map in game. Right now I'm like, oi oi oi. This is like the never-ending story. This goes on and on till the break of dawn. Mowing down MCs like I'm mowing the lawn. That's my Jersey style. You can tell it's late. I'm tired. I'm getting loopy. Not Lupe, but loopy. Not Jose, but Hoseby. Got that. Up ahead looks like a man-made structure. So it's like a burnt out old house. Burn out. So what place is this? It's got a little name. Got a little name. Oh. I think I'm going south. The far east part of the map. Can't say for sure. Heck, we might even have to camp out in the wilderness again. With that little bedroll. Yeah, I don't really remember this area. But there's the derelicts and the cabins. What's this? Is the cabins. see where we at. Come on. I'm wanting to observe my location. I'm wanting to observe my location in respect to the rest of the map. You know? It's not so complicated. So this is the main part of the river. Uh-oh. Sprained wrist, bruising, torn clothing for a fall. Seems legit. Didn't really mean to be getting into any accidents, but it's like that torn clothing is probably gonna make me freeze. Oh. How are we supposed to get down already? Oi. Mushy. Yeesh. Ugh. Again. See how busted all my clothes are now. Yeah, pretty busted. Pretty busted. Sure, I need to find some uneven terrain, y'all. 3 hours of daylight left. Come on, let's reset the road speed. Nothing hanging in the box. Yeah, I mean, if night fell out, just dump the stuff on the ground, really, to get the movement speed fixed. Okay. It's nice that we found these like landmarks, but really don't knew what direction I was going in. Which I don't. Which I don't. Landmark that I know what it is. It's just a little split. Could be. Yeah, I think it is. It's good then. Because I know where we're at. Normally we would come up this way. Should be a little bridge that we duck under, right? West edge of the map to the east a little bit. Unless it's coming from another direction. Maybe that was in the north direction. Just in the way. I think this is right. Passing through like rocks. This way. Alright, let's get that out. Or it could be completely wrong. And just wander into the coals once again. Just missing the vision. So, waypoints. Which one? Yeah, the weather's getting pretty bad. It's getting pretty bad. Getting hard to see. Hard to see. Just a big tree this time. It's riding parallel to the river right now. Heading from west to east as far as I know. Clear up a bit. So right now I'm gonna hop in the first structure I see. Okay, I'm not gonna be picky. Since the thing I don't know which direction I should be. Really just wandering around aimlessly. To stay for the night. So this is a bridge. It's getting really hard to see.
It's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
Road. It's just a road. See, this visibility is just real dark. Snowstorm. Shortly, I'm just gonna find a spot to bed down. made it to the barn. And you know what? That's good enough for me. Well, we made it back from the very top of Timberwolf Mountain and back to Pleasant Valley. That's going to be it for this episode. If you like this video, I'd really appreciate it if you'd like to subscribe. And join me next time for the next episode of The Long Dark. We're going to head back to Coastal Highway. See what we can get into there. So that is all for now. Spinning Mantis out. Namaste.